Hello friends, welcome back to my channel and मैं हूँ संतोष सर and in this video I am going to tell you how to prepare assignments or TMA. As you know, like most of the boards, universities, they always ask students to prepare projects, TMA or assignments so that the students can support the marks. जो weak students हैं उनको काफ़ी support हो जाता है project से, TMA से. एंड अगर MCOM की बात करें तो यहाँ पे 30% ऑफ द क्वेश्चन वेटेज, जो मार्क्स के जो वेटेज हैं 30% जो असाइनमेंट से मिलते हैं. तो इट इज़ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट यू शुड नो हाउ टू प्रिपेयर दीज असाइनमेंट्स बिकॉज आफ्टर ऑल इट्स अ मैटर ऑफ 30 मार्क्स एंड आउट ऑफ 30 मार्क्स you can score maximum marks. So let's try to find out how to prepare assignments. And I have prepared this MCO06 assignment for June 23 examination. तो जिन स्टूडेंट्स ने अभी तक असाइनमेंट्स बनाए नहीं है तो उनको बहुत हेल्प मिल जाएगी. यहाँ से आपको पॉइंट्स मिल जाएंगे एंड यू कैन राइट इन योर ओन वर्ड्स और इवन फ्रॉम दिस नोट्स. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू शुड राइट योर एनरोलमेंट नंबर, then the program code, that is MCOM, and course code is MCO06. Now it can be MCO5, MCO01, MCO03, like that. That is called course code. And then course title is marketing management. Assignment code, this is already there in your assignment questions. Semester, this is second semester. Then you must mention the study center जहाँ से आपको कम्युनिकेशन जो आपका रजिस्ट्रेशन हुआ है, दैट इज़ मैंने जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा हुआ है 28 कोलकाता. सो दिस इज़ द स्टडी सेंटर. देयर इज़ अ कोड ऑफ द स्टडी सेंटर जो आपने ड्यूरिंग द फॉर्म फिलअप यू माइट हैव रिटन दैट. देन यू शुड राइट अबाउट द स्टेशन 20, 22, 23. देन योर नेम, फुल नेम इन कैपिटल लेटर्स, देन योर एड्रेस, योर मोबाइल नंबर, and then your signature and this one, date of submission, on which date you are submitting the assignments. Okay, let's move on how to prepare this MCO06 assignment for June 2023. The first question of the assignment was what do you mean by buyer's behavior, and discuss the various social and cultural factors that influence the buyer's behavior. Now you can write a lot about this. मैं आपको brief कर देता हूँ, then you can expand your answers. We human beings have unlimited desires. To satisfy these desires or for the sake of survival, we consume things around us, and we are basically consumers or buyers. And whenever we make a purchase decisions, we show a particular type of behavior which is known as buyer's behavior. Okay, so you can expand all these points, and this is the definition that you can write. Buyer behavior may be defined as the behavior that a consumer displays during the purchasing and consuming a product or service, or even like a consumer always searches for things which can satisfy his wants, and therefore the process of acquiring, consuming, disposing goods and services by a consumer is known as buyer's behavior. And from all these definitions, now it is clear that there are three phases of buyer behavior. That is acquisition phase, where he acquires the goods or service. Then consumption phase, where he uses the goods, and disposing phase, where he disposes of the product. The second part of the question is you have to write about the social and cultural factors that influence the buying behavior. And there are many social factors, like this reference group, then family, social roles and status. Okay, these are all social, because society में कौन होते हैं? फैमिली होते हैं, फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, रिलेटिव्स होते हैं, like that. तो ये रेफरेंस ग्रुप के अंदर अगेन इट इज़ डिवाइडेड इनटू फ्रेंड्स, फैमिली, रिलेटिव्स, कलीग्स, लाइक दैट, जिसको आप एक्सपैंड कर सकते हैं. एंड अगेन इन द फैमिली, नाउ दीज आर ऑल द रेफरेंस ग्रुप्स, लाइक एन एस्पिरेशनल ग्रुप, देन डिस्क्लेमेंट ग्रुप एंड अवॉइडेंस ग्रुप. तो ये सारे ग्रुप के बारे में आपको you have to write few lines about that. Don't forget to use two pens, one black, the other is blue. Don't use red pens while writing assignments. And the second factor is family. Now this is the most influential factor when it comes to buyer's behavior, and the husband, wife, children, parents, so they always play an important role in the buyer's decision. And again, like there are distinct 9 distinct roles of the family decision making process, like initiator, influencer, some are gatekeepers, some are deciders, some family members are actual buyers, some are preparers, some are users, and some are maintainers, and some are disposers. So like that. So the next one is the social roles and status. Due to our status in the society and the roles that we play in the society, we buy a lot of things. So that also influence our buying decisions. Cultural factors includes all languages, tradition, customs that we follow, and due to all these we buy different things. So you can mention that, right? The next one is what are the objectives. This is the second question of the assignment. What are the objectives of pricing, right? And what are the methods of price determination? Now price is the amount of money paid by the buyer of goods and services. In other words, pricing is a process of fixing the price of a product. Now this is again one of the most important function of the management, and there are some factors which affect the pricing decisions, like objectives of the firm. What are the objectives? Whether to sell more or to earn more. Then cost of production, this is the most important factor. Then competition, the level of competition, how many competitors are there, what about the market. So all these factors are considered. And then the demand of the product, how is the demand of the product if it is not a new product. Then what about the government policies, whether it is very lucrative policy or very rigid policy. So that needs to be analyzed. Then comes the objectives of pricing. What are the main objectives? As we know, सब लोग जानते हैं कि pricing company are there to earn money. So profit maximization is the most important objectives of pricing. Then to get maximum return on the investment. Then to maximize sales volume. Then we have to achieve a larger market share. And there are some companies which also have objective of survival. These are generally weak companies. So to exist in the market, they need to sell or price a product in a certain way. And then to prevent competition and price stabilization, like stable prices. So these are the few important objectives of pricing. Now let's see what are the methods of pricing. ये क्वेश्चन बहुत बार एग्जाम्स में आता भी है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. Methods of pricing, basically company uses 3 methods. First one is the cost based pricing, the second one buyer based pricing, and third one competition based pricing. तो ये 3 pricing method companies generally use करती हैं. And cost based, as the name implies, cost based, यहाँ पे whatever the cost of production is there, then the company adds it profits to get the price of the product. So again, like this method, cost based pricing is divided into 2 types. First one, cost plus pricing. This is the very simple one. Then break even analysis. Now here break even analysis is a point where the company doesn't have a profit or nor a loss. तो यहाँ पे कंपनी जितना उसका मार्जिनल रेवेन्यू और उसकी सेल्स रेवेन्यू है, तो दैट शुड बी इक्वल टू गेट रीजनेबल प्रॉफिट. तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर है. देन बायर बेस्ड प्राइसिंग, हियर द कंपनी फिक्सेस प्राइस अकॉर्डिंग टू द buyers. The different types of customers are there in the society, so according to them it sets price. Again, it is of 2 types, perceived value, then differential pricing. The third one is competition based. Here the company fixes the price according to the competitor's price. Okay friends, let's move on to the next question. Question number 3, write short notes. And the first note you have to write is on positioning. It is also known as market positioning. Let's try to understand what is this. Product positioning means relating a product to the market. In simple words, it is a process of creating a clear image in the minds of customers about the product or service. And the company uses different strategies to position its product in the market. 3 strategies are there: comparative strategy, differentiation strategy, and segmentation strategy. So you can write about these 3 strategies. The second short note that you are asked to write is on warehousing. ये common topic है, बहुत बार पढ़ चुके हैं हम लोग. Warehousing में आप इसका difference, first you can start with the meaning. Like it is a process of storing, preserving and protecting goods in a systematic manner so that it can be supplied to the market as and when required. So this is one of the simplest definition of warehousing which you can mention in your assignments. Different elements are there of warehousing like space, equipment and people. These 3 main elements act in warehousing. Okay, so there are certain roles or functions. तो इसके बारे में भी आप मेंशन कर सकते हैं इसके अंदर, लाइक वेयर हाउसिंग प्रोवाइड स्टोरेज ऑफ द गुड्स, देन बेटर ऑर्डर प्रोसेसिंग हो सकती है वेयर हाउसिंग से, स्मूथ प्रोडक्शन, देयर विल नॉट बी एनी प्रेशर ऑन द प्रोडक्शन यूनिट, देन इम्प्रूव्ड परचेजिंग डिसीजंस, रॉ मटेरियल्स कैन बी परचेज्ड अकॉर्डिंग टू द स्टोरेज कैपेसिटी and the production levels. It helps to meet the seasonal demands of the customers, and it also helps in the risk management. The next short note is personal selling. Now it is the art of persuading the people to buy the product. Now this is the simplest definition, and again, like, you can expand this definition in lot of way, and like you can also mention about how this personal selling is important to seller and how it is important to customers. Okay, because it is whenever you think about personal selling, always think about the salesman's job. Okay, so it is an act of persuading, and this personal selling is suitable. There are certain products or market situation where a company has to go with personal selling only. So that also you can mention, like product situation, market situation, company situation and consumer behavior situation. So you can mention these points in the personal selling. Okay, then the next note is relationship marketing. This is a new concept but very important one. It is a process of building long-term relationship with the customers. Very simple, as the name implies, relationship. You have to build good relation with the customers. And there are few strategies about which you can write in relationship marketing. Like I have written here 7 strategies of relationship marketing, like showing genuine concern for the customers, building trust and commitment, providing excellent customer service. So like that, there are many points which you can write, and you can also mention about these elements. There are 3 basic elements, like identifying the present and potential customers, delivering differentiated messages to targeted households, and tracking the relationship. Question number 4 is you have to write the differences between, the first difference is consumer goods and industrial goods. This is much simpler because consumer goods generally these are consumed by us, and industrial goods are consumed by the factories or industries. And there are many buyers in case of this consumer goods. There are few buyers in case of industrial goods, and the value of industrial goods is more than the value of consumer goods. So like that you can mention. The next difference is selective distribution and intensive distribution. Okay, let me brief you up about the selective distribution. Now it is an approach where selective or few outlets are chosen through which the product is made available to customers on the basis of company specific set of rules. So here the company chooses certain customers or targets a few market or customers, and based on that it expands its distribution process. And in case of intensive distribution, the manufacturer makes use of more than one channel of distribution to distribute their product. Generally, in case of FMCG item like tea, toothpaste, soap, soft drinks, so here the company uses intensive distribution policy. The next difference is advertising and publicity. This question also comes in the TE examination. And advertising, actually it is a paid form of advertisement, but this is a free, like publicity is generally done free. There are no sponsors, and here the sponsor is identified. Advertising can be done again and again, like repeated advertisement, but publicity cannot be done in that way. So like that, there are a lot of points that you can write on this. And again, a very simple difference between selling and marketing. Quite a lot of times I have mentioned in my previous video about this concept. So let's move on to question number 5. Comment why this rural marketing in India offer often opportunities and also there are some challenges. So as we know, rural marketing is a growing concept in India, and companies are concentrating hard on the rural market to get a market share. And there are a lot of reasons for this. Majority of the Indian population lives in rural areas and offers huge demand for goods and services. And nowadays the income of the rural people has been increased, so their demands are also being increasing in that way. And there is less competition in the rural areas. Infrastructure facilities have also been increased, and there are a lot of banks and rural banks and cooperative societies. They also help in the development of rural areas. So it's very important type of marketing, and it also comes in the exams. The next comment is the basic purpose of marketing research is to facilitate the decision making process. So as we know, marketing cannot be done without a research. A good research should be there, and this is the definition that I have written. Marketing research may be defined as a systematic gathering, recording and analyzing the data about problems relating to marketing of goods and services. And the basic purpose of marketing research is to facilitate decision making process, which can be understood from the following points. It helps the management to clarify the problems of diagnosing the reasons responsible for problems and identifying the alternative way to solve those problems. It also identifies the number of alternatives which are available to the management. And marketing research makes the decision making process simpler and reduces the risk associated with it. And it provides information about the future and anticipates the future. So like that, there are a lot of things you can write on this. The next comment is on the rate of failure of new product is very high. Why do new products fail in the market? It is because of the poor quality, maybe due to higher prices, poor timing of launching the product. So that is also one of the reason. Then we have some inherent defect. If the product is defective, it has a bad reputation and affects its sale. And extent of competition, like how is the competition? If there is a stiff competition, the market may fail. The product may fail. If the company doesn't do the promotional measures or advertisement for the product, so that may also result in fail. Faulty distribution policy. Now this is again a very, very important point on which you can highlight a lot of things. Then poor after sales service. So these are the few main reasons for why the product is failed in the market. The next comment you have to give on market communication plays an important role in companies' overall marketing program. Now marketing communication, what is that? It is a process of systematic and scientific way of communicating the relevant marketing information to the management. And basically, when we talk about the different functions of marketing communication, it provides information about the market to the management, then and vice versa, in fact, and provides information about the new brand and product to the customers. Then it also helps in building and maintaining the brand loyalty of the company. So like this, so these are the three basic functions on which you can highlight your answers. So friends, that's all in this video, and I hope this video is going to be very useful. And just wait for the next video, in which I'm going to share the more assignments solution, so that you can secure good marks in the exams. Thank you very much for watching. Best of luck.